already learned what are relative pronouns. A relative pronoun refers or relates to a noun that is placed before it, and another special work that a relative pronoun does is it also helps to join sentences. So, apart from replacing a noun or a pronoun, a relative pronoun also helps in joining two sentences. So let us see how we can join these two sentences using a relative pronoun. I gave you a gift, open it. So the first thing that we need to see is what is repeated in the two sentences. I gave you a gift, open it. So it refers to the gift. So I need to replace this it by a relative pronoun. Now I cannot use who or whom over here, because who and whom are used for living things, that is people or animals. I need a different relative pronoun over here because gift is the name of a thing. So what is the relative pronoun that we can use over here? It is which. Open the gift which I gave you. Now if you notice, in this case the order of the sentences is getting reversed. I gave you a gift. This I gave you is coming after which, and open it, that is open the gift, is coming before which. So while using relative pronouns, at times the order of the sentences may get reversed. This which refers to the noun gift. So gift comes before which is referring to the noun gift. So which is a relative pronoun that is used for animals or non-living things. So if you observe, I have written animals or non-living things. Which is never used for people or a person. So which is never used for people. The bird was killed by the hunter. It was flying. So how can I join these two sentences using which? I can write the bird which was flying was killed by the hunter. Now in this case, which refers to the bird, which is a noun, and if you notice, we have used these commas. So which can be used along with commas. So when we use comma, it means that this information which was flying is not very important. It is a secondary information. That is, there is only one bird which was flying and it was killed by the hunter. So even if we don't give this information, the sentence makes complete sense. So the bird which was flying was killed by the hunter. So I can use which along with commas. Now look at these two sentences. The light is still on, put it off. Once again, what is being repeated? The light, and this it also refers to light. How can I join these two sentences using a relative pronoun? Put off the light, that is still on. So that is another relative pronoun that is used for light over here. That refers to the noun light. Once again, we have reversed the order of the sentences. So put off the light is coming first, and the light is still on is coming after that. So that is a relative pronoun. It is used for both living and non-living things. So that is used for both living and non-living things. Rakesh borrowed the book. It had a blue cover. So we are talking about book here. Book had a blue cover. So I need to replace this it from the sentence. I can write Rakesh borrowed the book that had a blue cover. So that refers to the book. Rakesh borrowed the book that had a blue cover. Now, that and which can be used interchangeably. So, in many cases, you can use which in place of that, or you can use that in place of which. Let us see how. My brother broke the toy which was new. My brother broke the toy that was new. So, which refers to the toy here, and that also refers to the toy here. Now, both the sentences are absolutely correct. So, you can write either of these. You can use which for the toy, or you can use that for the toy. Then what are the differences between that and which? Let us see. Which is never used to denote person or people. It is always used to denote objects or creatures, that is animals. Whereas that is used to denote people, objects and creatures. So that can be used for living things or non-living things, but which is never used for people. It can be used for animals or things or objects. Another difference is which can be used with commas. So as we had seen, which can be used along with commas, but that is never preceded by a comma. We can never use that with commas. So say for example, we have these sentences here with that. The dog that barked is lost. So that refers to the dog. The pencil that was sharp was Ronnie's. That refers to the pencil. The lady that was standing is my aunt. That refers to the lady. So all these sentences are correct. That can refer to an animal, that can refer to an object or a thing, and that can refer to a human being or a person. Now let us replace that using which. The dog which barked is lost. This sentence is correct. So which can refer to animals. The pencil which was sharp was Ronnie's. So which refers to the pencil. This is also correct. Which can refer to non-living things. The lady which was standing is my aunt. In this sentence, which refers to the lady, but as we have learned, which is never used to denote people. So this sentence is grammatically incorrect. We never write the lady which was standing is my aunt. We write the lady that was standing is my aunt. We can also use who over here. The lady who was standing is my aunt, but never which. Now once again look at this sentence. The mango, comma, which was yellow, comma, was sweet. So we are talking about a mango which was yellow and also sweet. Now I can also write this sentence without commas. So I have written this sentence without commas, but I am using which. The mango which was yellow was sweet. Now what is the difference between these two sentences? In this sentence, this information is not important because we have given commas. This means that there is just one mango which is yellow and also sweet. Now since there is just one mango, even if we do not mention that it is yellow, it doesn't make a difference. But in this sentence, since there is no comma, it means that there are more than one mango, and we are referring to the mango which is yellow. So this sentence says that out of the many mangoes that we have, the mango which was yellow was sweet. So this information which was yellow is important to say which mango exactly was sweet. Now instead of this which, I can also use a that because mango is a non-living thing. So the mango that was yellow was sweet. These two sentences have exactly the same meaning. They mean exactly the same thing. Now what if I use that with commas? That is, if I write the mango, comma, that was yellow, comma, was sweet. Well, we don't write sentences like this. So we don't use that with commas. If we have to use commas, we use which. Without comma, I can use a which or a that, any of them, but if I have commas, I can use only which. Now let us answer this. The switch dash is black must not be turned off. So what is the relative pronoun that I can use here? I can break it into two sentences. The switch is black. It must not be turned off. So this it refers to the switch. Now switch is the name of an object or a thing. So I can use either that or which. So both are actually correct. I can say the switch that is black must not be turned off. I can also say the switch which is black must not be turned off. Both are correct. The mango dash is a fruit has a pulp. What is the relative pronoun that I can use here? Well, if you see, I have commas here. The mango, comma, dash is a fruit, comma. I never use that with commas. I always use which. So the answer will be the mango, which is a fruit, has a pulp. Now can you answer this on your own? The man dash is blind lives in this cottage. You need to write either that or which. Now this pronoun over here will refer to the man. I know that which is never used for people, whereas this man is a person. So which is never used for a person or people. So what I can write here is that. The man that is blind lives in this cottage. So between that and which, the relative pronoun that I can use here is that. The man that is blind lives in this cottage. Note that if the options were not given, I could also have written who here. Who is also used for people. So the man who is blind lives in this cottage is also right. The man that is blind lives in this cottage is also correct. So that and which are the two relative pronouns which can be used interchangeably most of the times, except for two things. Which is never used for people and that is never used with commas. So take up different examples and try using these relative pronouns on your own. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per CBSE, ICSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures on maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve the slightest of your doubts. And that's not all. You can also win exciting prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches and many more along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.